Elect Joe Biden is sworn into office in January. He'll be facing a list of difficult problems, none more pressing than COVID-19, which is reaching record heights in the U.S. KPIX5's John Ramos tells us how things might be different.
The election is over and the lawsuit's just beginning, but one problem remains, and it isn't something that can be resolved in a court of law. When President-elect Joe Biden addressed the nation last night, he made it clear what Job 1 will be. On Monday, he says he will name an advisory panel to create a national plan for dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic.
That plan will be built on bedrock science. It will be constructed out of compassion, empathy, and concern. I will spare no effort, none, or any commitment to turn around this pandemic.
To Dr. John Swartzberg, infectious disease expert with UC Berkeley's School of Public Health, it will be a plan that has been a long time coming.
When we look back at what the Trump administration did in terms of combating this pandemic, I think everybody would acknowledge it was an utter failure.
Swartzberg says the most important thing President Biden can do is to rebuild trust in the messaging over the virus, and he says that will start at the Center for Disease Control.
Trump politicized the CDC. Decisions that were coming out of the CDC, that have come out of the CDC, were not what the scientists at the CDC wanted to say.
He says the conflicting and unsound messages coming from the federal government has left local officials to make their own rules, with varying results. It's unclear how much power the president can have in ordering Americans to wear face masks, but Dr. Swartzberg says it never should have come to that.
This whole thing about politicizing masks has been absolutely absurd. It's a few years from now, people are going to look back on this and say, what were they doing in America during the pandemic? They were fighting about masks, of all things.
But the fight isn't really about masks, it's about politics, and that's likely to continue long after Donald Trump is no longer living at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. In Marin County, John Ramos, KPIX5.
Dr. Swartzberg says that once information coming from federal officials is considered trustworthy, a national strategy for controlling the pandemic can be created. Here's where California stands in the fight against COVID-19. The state saw an increase in new cases overnight, with over 5,800. The total number of cases now stands at nearly 957,000. The state also reported 73 new deaths.